Hello everybody, Don Master here. So I got a pretty decent set of sockets here that are a very good, cheaper alternative to your very expensive grip edge or RBRTs or Optitor grip or all the rebrand versions of those. And that is Gearwrench Bolt Biter. Now, I know these aren't made in Taiwan. I believe they're made in China. And I tested these for about 2 years, and I finally stepped up and bought the master set, made in China, Hecho and China. But I haven't had to warranty any of the other ones I bought. I bought the smaller set, two of the smaller sets to try out, and then I bought the lug nut set. It's the deep set with the bigger sizes, half-inch drive. Haven't had any issues. Love them. They really do bite really good. They're bi-directional, like RBRTs, and they just work. And for the price, you can't beat it. I mean, they're like a quarter or a third of the price of the grip edge or the other ones. And then you have the USA ones like on the Snap-on truck that are rebranded Blue Points. I think they're turbo sockets, either turbo or I forget, but those are really expensive too. Like $400 for a rail of them. This is the Gearwrench quarter and 3/8 drive master set, 28 piece. It's the part number 84784, 28 piece extraction set. Removes rusted and rounded fasteners. Works with hand and power tools. Enables reuse of damaged fasteners, which I don't recommend doing unless you're in a pinch. But it'll work with left or right-handed thread, which people don't say that ever. 10 times longer impact life. I don't know what they base that off of. And 5 times better gripping force. I will say it has a lot better gripping force than my Irwin USA ones. They do bite harder than that because I've had those longer than these, and these work great. And they have a lifetime warranty. And as you may know, my opinion, the Gearwrench warranty is flawless. They always send me a new tool. They don't require me sending in the old tool. They're fairly quick, and they will take care of you. You don't need a receipt. You just fill out the form online. It's an optional to give them a receipt. I never have, and they always send me a new tool. So before I open it, we'll just kind of get into this. Bi-directional design, dual size sockets. So this is the master set. It's got half sizes in here and everything, and it comes on 2 rails, I believe. So for quarter drive, it covers from minus quarter all the way up to 8mm or 5/16. You can see it has the minus sizes in there. And then the 3/8, it goes from minus 3/8 up to 3/4 or 19mm. And then it has your minus 3/4, minus 19. It's got a lot of good stuff in here. I got this on Home Depot. It was actually cheaper than Amazon, $122. Amazon's about $140. Sometimes it goes down. My Mac dealer, he can get Gearwrench for me, but he's a lot more expensive, obviously, because he needs to make some money. He's a tool truck, so I ended up going this option because I had a Home Depot gift card, so I ordered it on their website. It shipped to my house in 3 days. I was pretty impressed. Let's see these bad boys. So there's your 3/8 drive set. Very nice quality. Bolt Biters. So now I have all the sizes I need. Before I just had some of the smaller sizes. And these even work on studs. I had a Torx fastener. It was like a T40 Torx fastener for an injector hold-down bolt on a Isuzu diesel engine. They had stripped out. It was really rusted. It was the back injector, so it gets water down on it because it's a cab over and it doesn't cover that one. Or no, it was a glow plug. My bad, it was a glow plug. I don't know. Anyway, I pounded one of these suckers on there and it took it off. So I was impressed. And it's taken a lot of other stuff out for me too. But now I have the bigger set, so that's great. Quarter drive. Wait a minute. It goes to 3/8 in here somewhere. Yeah, it switches to 3/8 at the 3/8. It goes to 3/8. So these are the only quarter drive. You have your minus quarter, your regular quarter, -7, regular 7, -8, regular 8, -3/8, regular 8, 3/8, 10, -10, 11 minus, 11 or 11/16, 12 minus, 12, ½ inch minus, and then 13 minus, my bad, a regular ½ inch, and then a 13 minus / ½ inch, and then a regular 13, and then a -14, and then a regular 14 / 9/16. Never mind, I don't know. It's just got all the sizes you need. You get the picture. Up to 3/4. They're not deeps. They don't offer a deep set, which would be nice. I ran into one time where I really needed a deep, and the deep set I have of these, it's a 6-piece set. It's mainly for lug nuts, they say, and it's got your bigger sizes, like 3/4 up to 1 inch. And I needed one to remove a sensor and a DPF that was stripped out really bad, and we couldn't get anything to grab onto it. And I'm like, man, a bolt biter would probably get on there if I could pound it on there and it was really tight, but I couldn't fit a shallow bolt biter on there. So Gearwrench, if you're listening, make this set in deep and I'll buy it. I would have bought it instead of this set, or buy both if they ever come up with it. The rails are pretty nice. I have some of these rails from Gearwrench, and they hold up good. They're not magnetic, but they work. So that's the Gearwrench Bolt Biters. That's something I highly recommend for the price. You know, if you were to get, I'm guessing, a master set of so all the SAE, all the metrics for like 1/4 and 3/8 drive and RBRT, so about 30 pieces probably, you'd be probably looking about $500, maybe more. So this is a better option to go, especially for someone who wants to save money, or they're starting out, they don't want to build up a bunch of debt and have no money. This is a perfectly good option, and they work just as good or better than the RBRT sockets. The whole RBRT and grip edge thing, you're paying for the name. And the funny thing is these Gearwrench Bolt Biters came out a long time ago. I don't know for sure, but I have a feeling that they came out before grip edge, or RBRT, started out on the Mack truck, and then grip edge. But I think the bolt biters were around longer, and they have some cool options. They have wrench inserts that are like this, that you can insert into the box end of a wrench or the open end of a wrench. They have those sets too. They're a little bit cheaper, and it's this pattern, you know, and then you just fit it on the inside of your wrench and you pound it on the fastener. Would work good for tight situations. But I'm really happy with this purchase, and I recommend them if you don't have a lot of extractors and you want to have a good set in your arsenal. This will definitely cover a lot of stuff. So I just want to see how it looked on some ratchets I got here, mainly Gearwrench. The 90 tooth ratchets and the 120s are my favorite. The 90 and the 120s are just extremely smooth. I got an 84 here too. This was an Amazon Prime Day deal. It was like $22, maybe cheaper. I can't remember. They're locking flex head, which is pretty much like a Matco, just not as robust, I guess. You could see the Matco is a lot different. People say Gearwrench and Matco are the same. They're not. The idea is the same, but there's an 84, which would be the closest to their 92 is the same design for locking, but you got an 88 quarter drive Matco locking. A lot thicker of a flipper for the locking mechanism, where the Gearwrench is this kind of thin deal, and it works. I've never had an issue with it. You can do it on both sides, where the Matco, you can only do it on one side, but it's a little bit, I think, beefier of a design. And then, as you can see, I use these tools pretty hard. This one is actually starting to bend. This is my extra long Matco quarter drive ratchet, which I love. You don't want to be putting big sockets on it though and really railing on it on tight exhaust bolts and stuff, because you will bend this. Obviously lifetime warranty, but as you can see, I got some play in there. I'm gonna have to get a new head for this that comes with the pressure spring washer in there and everything, but this is getting a little janky. But the 88, in my opinion, isn't nearly as smooth as the Gearwrench 90. The Gearwrench 90 is just a lot tighter. It feels better. The back drag is smoother, less. The 84 from Gearwrench is not as smooth, not nearly as smooth as the 90. I have a lot of these Gearwrench ratchets. I buy them when they're on deals. 3/8. I don't have many 1/2 inch. I have 1 or 2 1/2 inch, but the quarter drive ones are really smooth in the 90s. Highly recommend, or the 120. I have a little 120 like this in the car I keep. It's just like this ratchet, just doesn't have a locking flex head. But they're good ratchets. Matcos, yeah, they feel better in the hand, but they're way more expensive. But people like to argue and say that they're the same as a Gearwrench, and they're not. They just aren't the same. The teeth count's different. The Gearwrench, I think, is a little bit beefier as far as width, where this yoke is. That might have to do why this one is loosening up. I feel like they should have made it a little bit wider like the Gearwrench. And you flip it around, and the Gearwrench has the lock and unlock switch. They give you both sides, so that's kind of cool. But I like these a lot better than the Icon ones. They never jam up on me like the Icon ones do. From the factory, you know, you don't have to open them up and do a bunch of stuff to them. They just come ready to go. The Matco ones, I've never had any issues with the ratcheting mechanism on this one, but it's kind of gravelly and just not as smooth as it could be. And I have opened it up and tried different lubricants, and it's always just kind of, you know, grindy. But the 90 tooth for Gearwrench and the 120, perfect. I want to see how these are with these bolt biter sockets on them. Might as well try a couple out on. I'm not going to put them on any fasteners or anything, but and then I have a 3/8 snap on. This is got this little guy on here, this 5/16. Kind of noisy, the 84, but the 90 from Gearwrench, smooth, just buttery smooth. And then the snap-on, obviously, is the best feeling, in my opinion. This has been a good ratchet. I got it on a deal. One thing I like about Snap-on's locking flex head is it lets you lock it at 90 degrees. So you can use it as a spinner handle. The other ones don't let you. Like this one, I don't think this one will let you do that. Yeah, it won't let you lock it at 90 degrees. It wants you to go to the next setting. So that's all I got for you guys today, this cool Gearwrench haul. So please like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think about the bolt biters, because I want to know your opinions based on how inexpensive they are and the value. I think they're worth it. Thanks for watching.